Nearly 600 people were arrested as global leaders and elites met behind a fortified perimeter during the G8 and G20 Summits in Huntsville and Toronto this past weekend. In the months leading up to the summit, protesters were under surveillance by the Canadian Security and Intelligence Service, or CSIS. One of those protesters targeted by CSIS, Stefan Christoph, called this part of a broader chill effect and culture of fear that the security forces were allegedly seeking to foster in advance of the largest, most expensive, and most heavily secured meeting of global leaders in history. Canada budgeted more than $970 million for security for the two summits. Arbitrary and sometimes preemptive arrests became the norm as the weekend progressed, drawing denunciations from several prominent human rights organizations. Amnesty International decried the, quote, curtailment of civil liberties that accompanied high fences, new weaponry, massive surveillance, and the intimidating impact of the overwhelming police presence. The major issues being protested, including lack of commitment regarding climate change and clean energy, the mounting concerns regarding the development of the Albertan tar sands, ongoing wars and foreign occupations in Afghanistan and Iraq, and the imposition of fiscal austerity measures on member states despite continuing fallout from the global economic crisis, which began in 2008, were not resolved in the meeting. And the core concern that a select, if somewhat broadened, group of elites are making decisions that concern all peoples around the globe, largely in secret, appeared to be flaunted by members of the corporate elite, dubbed the B20 for Business 20, who were on hand. During the summit, several dozen of the globe's most powerful CEOs were given exclusive off-the-record meetings with the G20's finance ministers and Canadian Prime Minister Stephen Harper. The G20 includes the world's most industrialized nations, which also comprise the G8, including Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, Russia, Britain, and the United States.